So with Christmas and my birthday come and gone, I was able to pick up quite a few Nintendo Switch games over the course of those two big events. And I also figured, you know what? Why not ring in the new year with some brand new Switch accessories as well? And that is what we're gonna talk about today, are all of the accessories that I picked up, gonna unbox a few things, as well as talk about some of the games that I most recently got as well. Hi everybody, my name is Alex, aka Quality, and welcome back to the channel. So, I have a confession. I actually tried to film this video yesterday. I don't know if this video is coming out first, but I also filmed a PC setup video showing off some of my new setup things, which was really fun, really exciting. I decided to split the two into two separate videos rather than doing one big gaming accessory collection haul thing, just to keep it more organized in my own brain. However, so I got that one recorded, that was all fine, and then I tried to record the Switch one directly afterwards, and apparently, and I have to tell you, this was like, I think maybe one of the best videos I had recorded. It was really like fluid, it was articulate, it was so good. The unboxing was really fun. I never hit record. I unboxed everything and it was really fun. So I'm just doing it again. I'm doing it again. It was too good of a video and too much good stuff to not share. So I did put all the accessories back in the boxes they originally came in. And I am gonna, continue to give my honest opinions about each and every one of them, even though the excitement of unboxing them for the first time is now gone. But that's okay. They're still pretty cool accessories. So we're gonna start with the accessories first and then talk about the games that I picked up. There's also one kind of like, not accessory, but not game, but still game related thing that I'm gonna squeeze in right in the middle. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in this video. So the very first product that I have to talk about is actually one that the company sent me themselves, and I am so just beyond grateful. It was such a cool thing. I've had my eye on this product for quite a while now. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers have them for their own Switches. In fact, my mom even has a case from this company that I've always really liked. And now I finally have one as well. And that is the Tomtoc fancy case for the Nintendo Switch and the Switch OLED. It fits both. There's just enough space in it to fit both Switches, which is really nice. So as you can see, I destroyed the opening of this box. Not only are their cases damage proof, but so are the boxes their cases come in. So let's open it back up. I tried to keep everything pretty much unchanged from the original unboxing. I did take the silica beads out of here, so normally there would be silica beads in the case, but I adore this case. It's a hard shell and it's also a slim case, the slimmest ever. It's really compact, and again, just listen to that. Nice and hard, so your Switch is really protected. I love it. And also just look at the color. Just look at the color. It's so pretty. They have a lot of cases in various colors. There was this one, which is the sky blue. There's a purple. There's a really nice green. There's like this pink going into green. They have really cute colors. So it's super duper cute. I love it. I'm very happy with it. So let's open it up too, because the inside is also super duper nice. So as I said, it's really slim. I'll put my Switch in there in a second so you can see how it fits. But so your Switch goes down here, and then I've always loved this about Tomtoc cases, is just how soft the flap that goes down onto your Switch is, because that's not gonna scratch your screen. Like, I've seen a lot of cases where the material, like usually they'll have a flap for the games, and the material on the other side isn't like good for the screen. Sometimes it's a little too rough or something like that, but this is really nice. And you flip it over and you have a spot for 10 games, which I feel like slim cases are usually used for traveling, so I feel like 10 game slots is like the perfect amount. So I'm really happy with that. Again, it has the same kind of soft material, so your games are gonna be nice and plush in the case as well. But yeah, it's awesome. So let's put my Switch in there. So you can see how it fits. So it's just, well, we're going pretty plain Jane for right now based on what we have to put on it later. So Switch goes right in there, and I'm gonna hold it up, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's just enough space right on the end where it'll fit the OLED model. It's still nice and tight in here because of the mold of the case itself, but on the ends you can see there's just a little bit of extra space, so that way the OLED can fit nicely in there as well. So I'm gonna zip it up. The other thing about this case is it passed like the military standard drop test. so you know that your Switch is going to be perfectly protected within it. It's also water resistant. Like, I don't know if you can tell on the material, but it's something that's like, not only is it just kind of nice to the touch, like I find it really satisfying. Water is gonna really like easily roll off of this. No, my Switch feels incredibly protected. Also, I didn't know this at first about the case. So when I found this out yesterday, I was like, whoa. But you can actually carry it in 2 different ways. So right now, I have it in the wristlet mode, which is the mode I didn't know about. So you can literally just tighten that up, keep it on your wrist. I think that's so cool. I love that. I love that so much. I love little wristlets. So it's super nice to have this. And then of course you can take this off and then move that to wherever you have to. And there's a little hook right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little hook right there that the end of the strap just kind of hooks right back around. And you have it as a normal carrying case. So 2 different ways to carry. Really, really nice. This is extremely high quality. And again, I'm not just saying that because like, because they sent this to me. This is like the nicest Switch case I've ever owned. I've never felt my Switch more protected than in this case right now. If I dropped it, I'm pretty sure it would be totally fine. And again, it looks so cute. Like, these are really stylish protective cases. It's wonderful. I love it. I'm so happy. I might get more in different colors, to be honest, because it's so cool. It's so cool, and I really like it. When I go traveling, this is definitely the case that I'll end up taking because it's just so sturdy. I know I can trust it. I know I can trust it. So if you are interested in learning more information about it or interested in maybe getting one yourself, the link is in the description down below. So once again, thank you so much to Tomtoc for sending me this case. I'm in love. I'm in love with it. Okay, so now onto something significantly smaller, but one that I was really excited about. I've had my eye on this little accessory for a really long time, and as many of you know, I really love thumb grips. I think they're just a nice, cute, simple way to customize your Switch. And as some of you may also know, I have a cat named Luna, named after Luna in Sailor Moon, and so I felt it was time to finally pick up these thumb grips that I see all over the internet, and that's these Sailor Moon ones. They're so cute. I'm so happy to finally have these. They're so nice. And so this is really nice too. One thing that I like from this company that makes the thumb caps is you can actually just keep the boxes to keep your thumb grips in if you don't have another way. And so just to show them off, I'm gonna take one Luna and one of the insignia. You get 2 of each, which is also really nice if you wanna mix and match or have 2 of the same. So, but for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna use 1 of each. Here is the gray Joy-Con with the Luna thumb grip. It's so cute. She's got her little ears. I love it so much. And then here's the one with the little compact. Also super cute. So the thing about thumb grips is they are kind of tricky to get on. The method that I always use is I always take the thumb grip and flip it inside out and then put it on. I will say, and I found this with my Totoro thumb grips too, any thumb grip that has like little extra pieces to it, like in Luna's case, ears, or Totoro's ears or something like that, they're a little bit harder to do that flip because the silicone where the ears are is a lot thinner, so you want to be careful not to rip it. But these both went on pretty darn easily in comparison. So my Totoro thumb grips were made by the same people. And something that is a thing with those thumb grips is they do move around a lot. So I'm just gonna swivel my joysticks and see if they move. Okay. Both of them have moved a pretty big distance. It's more noticeable on the Luna thumb grip just because of the ears. So that is one thing. The nice thing is they do easily go back into place. But if that's something that's gonna bug you, then maybe that's something to, you know, think about with these kinds of thumb grips. But they're also really cute. And like, again, they're nice quality. They don't look dopey. They look really, really nice. So I think the moving around it's a small price to pay for an adorable thumb grip. And now I can look at my Joy-Cons and be like, that's my cat right there. Okay, so this next one is a product I've seen in so many YouTube videos. It just seems like so many people have this, and I wanted to see what the hubbub was about. But it's also something that's extremely practical for me right now. As you're gonna see with some of the games that I show off towards the end of this video, I have a lot of games and I'm starting to run out of room in some of my other game card cases. So it was time to get a new one, but I didn't want to just go with the plain gray one because I already have a lot of those. So I wanted to do something a little bit more fun, which led me to picking up this. It is the Gameboy magnetic case for Nintendo Switch games. It's really cool. I love it. I love my original Game Boy. I think it's great. And I was like, this is such a cute little accessory to kind of carry around. I've seen this in so many people's YouTube videos, it's not even funny. And they have it in the original gray as well as in a dark blue and a pink, which for both of those, all of the buttons and the screens are made to match with the actual color, which I think is cool. I also, just as a side note, I find it really funny that the box just uses some new Super Mario Bros. Assets. Don't tell Nintendo about that. So this case is really, really, really cool. I like it a lot, and spoiler alert, because I did open it yesterday, I understand why it's so cool. So opening it up, you have the Game Boy, and the nice thing about this, again, really, really hard plastic, really, really sturdy. Like if I were to drop this, I think it would be totally fine. The clasp, it's magnetic, and it takes a little bit to get it open too, which is even better because again, you know your games are going to be protected. Just for comparison's sake, I grabbed my actual Game Boy, and I really think that they did a really, really nice job of trying to make them match as best as they could. Obviously, my Game Boy is a little yellowed because it's really old. But like the screen, the buttons, all of this, I think it's a pretty darn good replication. Like it's a really great little thing for fans of the Game Boy and just retro gaming in general. So I love it. I think it's cool. Opening back up the case. So the inside, it's all like this like soft, like squishy kind of material. I don't really know what to call it, but it's really, really nice. Like I feel like if I were to put a game in there, it's gonna stay. It's not gonna move. It's not like a flimsy foam where it could easily slide out. It seems like it's going to be really steady. The other thing, I don't know if you can see it, but on the inside of each one of these like game card case spots, there's a spot for a micro SD card, which is also really nice. So you could just take up one of the whole spots in this, which I believe there are 10. You could take up one of the 10 spots just for a micro SD card, and it's also going to remain nice and snug in the case. However, we have to try with an actual game. So I have with me Xenoblade Chronicles 3, what I'm currently playing finally after all this time. So let's try with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So the other nice thing is, so the game just goes snap in right. Ooh, that snapped in really, really nice. I didn't try it with a game card yesterday, so that's nice. So it just kind of goes in there. I put it in upside down, but you know. And so the other thing that I really like that not a lot of other game card cases have that I've noticed is there's a little tab where you could just easily take the game out, which is really nice because with some of those plastic grate cases, I always feel like when I try to take out my games, I'm gonna like break the game card in half. So I'm like, I don't want that. So that's just a nice, easy way to get it in and out of the case, but it feels really, really steady. And there it is. I really like this. I might end up getting some of the other colors. I almost got the pink one. The pink one looked really cute, but I want to go with the original Game Boy because that's, you know, what I have. But I thought it was super cute. I think this is really, really nice, and I understand why so many people have gotten this little game card case. So big recommend if you're looking for something a little bit fancier to hold your games, but also something that's gonna protect them pretty well too. Okay, and for the final accessory of this video, we have a hard shell case for the Switch. And this was my most questionable item when I did this for the first time yesterday. I was actually really excited. I completely opened this for the first time when I was recording the initial video. So I was very shocked because it wasn't exactly what I anticipated. And so it is this GeekShare hard shell case. This is just for the standard Nintendo Switch, not the OLED and not the Lite. I have seen a lot of people with these kinds of hard shell, soft shell cases, and I've never bought one for myself because I didn't really know if I would like it. Usually, like when I have a Nintendo console or any kind of console, I like to keep it as true to the original as possible, but with the Switch, I've been feeling a little bit more creative with the customization. And so I wanted to finally try out one of these kinds of cases and just see how it works and stuff like that. And I saw this one, it was relatively cheap. It wasn't the one that I wanted from GeekShare. They have a really cute little bird one, but it wasn't gonna be here in time for the video. So I picked up this one. It looked really just nice and cool. And then I opened it yesterday and the colors were not what I was expecting. So let me just show you. So in this, you have 2 shells for the front of your Joy-Cons, 2 shells for the back, and then 1 shell for the back of your console. So these were the front Joy-Cons. And in the original picture, they looked a lot more, not necessarily, I don't even know how to describe it. So the product description listed these as brown, I think, but they're not really brown. They're like an orangey brown that kind of reminds me of like old school chairs. And I don't know how to feel about them still. I even slept on it and I still don't know how to feel about them. That's the front. I don't know. And then you have the back cases, which on their own I think are actually really nice. They're like this very nice mint green. So these go on the back of the Joy-Con. I think these are a lot better. These look nice. Again, with the brown, they were confusing. And then to make matters even more confusing, the back case for the Switch is this cream color, but it's way more yellow than I anticipated it being too. So I don't really know about it. However, I will say the actual quality of the case is really nice. It's a hard case, but it has a very soft matte feel. So it feels really, really nice to touch. It's just flexible enough so when I put it on my Switch, you'll see it doesn't like, it never feels like it's going to break, and it just feels like it's going to tightly be around the Switch. So that's really, really nice. So just to show the console itself, it actually really just slides right in. All you do is put the main part of the console just on top of the open area and just pop it in. Super easy. It doesn't scratch the Switch at all. Really, really nice. And then all of the other holes and cutouts on the case are perfectly aligned. So the fit is great. The fit is great. And the color on its own isn't the worst. But then, and then you have the Joy-Cons, which I feel a little bit better about them than I did yesterday. I do. I really, really do. Again, I don't know if it's the lighting. I don't know. It does look a little bit better all put together. But talking about some of the other positives about it though, the Joy-Cons are really easy to get on. All you do is you take the back and then put the top shell on top of it and it snaps right into place. Again, it doesn't feel like the plastic is gonna break or damage the Joy-Cons in any way. It's really easy to just snap on. The other thing that I really like about this specific case is sometimes when you have external cases like this, they'll cover the buttons to the point where you have to press inward to press the buttons. I hate that. It makes me so mad because I feel like I'm hurting my controller. But this, it's like just high enough where around the outside is still a little high, but you're not like jamming your finger in to press the buttons. So that's really, really nice. Let's put the whole ensemble together. Again, all put together, it actually doesn't look that bad. All put together, it looks fine. The back is nice. The back is nice. It's just individually, the pieces are very strange. They're very, very strange color combinations. I almost wish that they would have done like one Joy-Con with the brown in the front and then one Joy-Con with the green in the front instead of just both brown in the front, but I don't know. I don't know. So pros, really, really nice case, like really high quality material. Cons, I still don't know how to feel about the colors. I just don't know. I just don't know how to feel. It's not like I dislike them all individually. It's just not exactly what I was expecting. I don't know. You can use your own interpretation. Let me know what you think about this case and the colors. And so this is the middle kind of accessory, kind of not thing that I got. So this was actually a birthday gift from my boyfriend. And as many of you know from my top games of 2022, my favorite game of 2022 was Live A Live. It was such a good experience. And so for my birthday, he actually got me the OST for Live A Live. It's a 2-disc soundtrack. It's got all the music from the game. It's so cool. I'm so happy to have this. Little known fact, I love video game soundtracks. I love physically having video game soundtracks. I don't have many. I don't have like a super crazy collection, but I love getting them. And this is such a good soundtrack to have. This music in Live A Live is so good. And it's also not easy to listen to either. So being able to have the CD is really, really helpful so I can go and listen to some of my favorites from the game. So I'm really happy to have it. I just wanted to show it off. I thought it was really cool. Okay, and now we're getting onto the games that I picked up over Christmas and my birthday. One benefit of having my birthday 2 weeks after Christmas is that whatever I don't get for Christmas, there's a chance I'll get it for my birthday. So I was able to get quite a few Switch games throughout that time. So first up was actually a gift from my Throne wish list, which I do have linked on the channel. If you want to go check it out, just say it. But so this was actually a gift on my Throne wish list from my friend Scully, and it is Final Fantasy IX. I know I haven't played Final Fantasy X yet, and also, do I need another JRPG? Maybe not, but yes. And I wanted to play Final Fantasy IX for a really, really long time. I know it's a lot of people's favorite Final Fantasy because it was a more modern Final Fantasy that returned to the traditional elements of some of the first games with a more medieval feel, more recognizable classes and characters and stuff like that. So I am really excited to give it a shot. I know Scully loves this game, which is why he got it for me off of my wish list. This is also just a great physical copy to have because if you tilt it sideways, you have all of the character portraits right there and then the logo there. It still looks fine this way, but I love that idea. I love that it's sideways. I just think that's really, really cool. I don't know much about Final Fantasy IX in terms of the premise or anything like that, but I'm really excited to eventually jump into this one. Again, I know so many people love it. And yeah, I'm really happy to have it as a part of my collection. So thanks, Scully, you're the best. So next up is the first game that I opened on Christmas, actually, and it is Dragon Quest Treasures. In this game, you are playing as Eric and Mia, who are characters from Dragon Quest XI, which I love Dragon Quest XI so much. Those two weren't necessarily my favorite characters, particularly Mia. I was not very fond of her at all. But Eric was great. And then two other companions as you go treasure hunting. So from what I know of this game, it's a pretty laid back RPG, which just kind of sounds like a nice change of pace, honestly. I don't think it's a very long game, but most people I know have been having a great time with it. It came out kind of in that weird time, like right after Pokemon, I think, so I didn't pick it up myself, but I figured it was a good present for Christmas. So I'm excited to get into this eventually. It is not priority, but I think this is a game that I can play alongside other games whenever I need a break from, you know, massive RPGs like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or things like that. But I'm excited. It seems really cute. It reminds me of Dragon Quest Builders, even though I know the premises are very different and the gameplay is different, but it just has that same kind of vibe. Whether or not that's because they're Dragon Quest spin-offs or what, I don't know, but I'm excited. This seems really cute, so at some point in time I'm gonna jump into this one. Okay, so when I got this one for Christmas, I kind of died a little bit. I have wanted to play this game for so long, even before it was out on the Switch. And when they finally announced the Switch port of it, I was so excited. I was like, my time has come, finally, to get in this series. And that is Nier Automata. Okay, confession, I am a little in love with 2B. I don't know anything about her. I just know she's a pretty robot, and that's all that matters. But I know a lot of people really love the Nier series. As I said, I've never played any of the games. I did not play Replicant. I hope to at some point in time. But when they announced this port coming to the Switch, I freaked out a little bit. I really, really did. And I've heard that it's actually a really fantastic port too. There's not many issues that one might expect with porting something over to the Switch. So I'm excited to give it a shot. This has bumped a few things out of the way on the backlog list. It's still not top 3 quite yet, but it's really, really, really close. Like, I'm so excited to get into this game. I don't know anything really about the story other than it's very post-apocalyptic, I believe. And again, you're a battle robot of some kind. So I don't know. Again, I mentioned this in a previous video, but when I get new games, I really like to go in not knowing a whole ton, because I want it to be a brand new experience. And that includes games that have been out on other systems for a while too. I like to be surprised. So I don't know much about it. I just know that I'm gonna have a pretty darn good time, I think. Okay, so this game was a complete surprise. I had no idea I was gonna get it, and I actually didn't even put this one on my Christmas list, but oh my gosh, I am so glad that I got it. So this is Okami! This was a present from my boyfriend, and when we were living together in college, but not dating. That's a whole long story. I would come home and I would watch him play Okami, like all the time. All the time. We didn't even really talk when we were roommates. We were just kind of there. But that was one thing that we just kind of like silently bonded over. And so he got me this for Christmas, and I think this is a gorgeous physical copy to own. Oh my gosh. Again, I didn't ask for it. I think maybe we had talked about it a long time ago and then I forgot. So this was a complete and utter surprise. This has bumped a few things down on the backlog. This, I think, is probably going to end up replacing the second Klonoa game because I think this would be the perfect kind of interlude in between Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and another RPG. Yeah. So sorry, Klonoa, we will return, but I've been wanting to play Okami for forever. No matter what system it's been on, or no matter how cheap it's gotten in the eShop, I've never picked it up. I don't really remember much about the game either. I know I've looked up the lore of this game, but I don't remember anything about it. So I'm really excited to finally play Okami. The art style is gorgeous. I have dreams about the art style of this game. It's all like beautifully painted and it's just, it's gorgeous. And the most bare bones explanation I can give of this game is it's basically Zelda, but you're a cute dog and you have a little cricket pal giving you advice and making snarky comments. So it seems like a game right up my alley and I just can't wait to finally play Okami. So yay! Great game. I'm really pumped. And for the final game of this haul, it was the only game I got for my birthday, and it was another one that I had asked for Christmas, but was like, if it spills over to my birthday, it's fine. And so I wasn't actually sure if I wanted this game due to some of the reviews after the demo was released, but once the full game came out, a lot of people were kind of changing their minds, being like, no, the beginning is just really slow, the rest of the game is great. And that's Harvestella! So when they announced this at a Nintendo Direct, I was really, really excited because I love farming sims, I love JRPGs. Look, it's a combination. It reminds me a lot of Rune Factory, which I've never actually played a Rune Factory game, but it still kind of had those same vibes. And I was like, that sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool. I don't know much about the topic of the game other than that you are farming through all these different seasons and you're trying to unveil the secret of the 5th season Quietus, where I believe just the world dies. I think. I don't know. It seems really cool. It also seems like the farming actually isn't one of the main aspects of it. Like, it is, but it's not as important as I think a lot of people thought it was when the game was initially announced. So that's gonna be really interesting. But again, I love the cover. If nothing else, the cover is gorgeous. I heard a lot of people changing their tune once they played the full game, just saying that the beginning was really, really slow and just kind of a drag to get through, but the payoff at the end was really, really good. So I'm excited to give it a shot and for my own opinions on it. Again, this is a game that I think I'll be able to play alongside other games. Really happy to have this as a part of the collection. Hope to be starting this super soon. And we're done. Wow, who knew that recording a video for the second time would be so stressful? Not just stressful, but just, you know. So I hope it's okay that I re-recorded it. I hope it was still enjoyable, even if you didn't get my super initial raw reactions. All of the products and all the games in this video, I'm really excited to have. But yeah, so this and the PC setup video, those are kind of my first two unboxing haul type videos. So I really hope you like them. Let me know. They were really fun to do, albeit a little nerve-wracking because I was like, how do I open a box on screen elegantly? But let me know if you want to see more of those. I have a few more planned in the future, but I'd still love your feedback anyways. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm gonna go listen to my Live Alive CD and swing my Switch around in my Tomtoc, and I will see you all in the next video. So goodbye!